Hey everybody,
Hello, folks.
welcome to the Laser Maker's Realm. We are
How's it?
here live with well, I should probably put my glasses on.
Well, if you look off to over here to my right, you'll see the LA Hobby Guy, which is Rich. Well, if you look,
Somebody's got there. I was gonna say we are here live with 40 of y'all. Hey Patrick. By the way, just to make something clear so that people don't embarrass themselves, we are live on 1, 2, 3, 4 different channels tonight. So you can't look at the numbers if we say like right now there's 73 people with us. There are 73 people with us on all 4 channels. So depending on what channel that you're looking at will determine what you see there. So real quickly, I'd like to go through a quick welcome. Hey, Kenny, good to see you here. Just want to welcome a few of the people that have been waiting. And Jerry, as always, is here. Of the case. Okay, that's somebody I don't know.
it's him.
It's me. It's me. Chicago Bob is always
Hey,
here.
Bob.
And
What's up, Bob?
I need to say it again because I have your thing right here so I don't miss any notes.
Mine's right here.
Thank you again for making that.
I still have mine right there on display.
Patrick's got his there. HVAC to okay, air conditioning A to Z. That's a tongue twister right there. Welcome, Dennis. Welcome, Chuck. Let's see. Matt German is here. Matt, thank you so much for the files that you sent me the other day. I really appreciate that. I haven't run them yet on the printer, but I will be doing so soon. Matt sent me some files for what is that called? A lithograph? I'm not sure what it's called.
Yeah,
is that it?
Yep.
Yeah, a lithograph of my logo. Yeah. William, good evening in Dallas, North Carolina. I was going to say Dallas, Texas. Carl is here from sunny Florida.
How's it going, Carl?
Beautiful sunny day here in Louisiana. It was 76 degrees today and wonderful. Dennis is with us. Brick Church Designs. Andy. Roger Court is here. Dale Peterson's here. Hello, Dale. V-Rich is here. A lot of people here today. 113 right now. I may have to start skipping some of these. Kathy W. Woody from Loveland, Colorado. Steve Smith is here. Welcome, Steve. Good to see you here. 3D Medic. Vince is here. Tony Lafort is here. Alan Barr. Oh, I went too far. Sharon Simonson is here. Maker Theory is here. Hello, Gio.
What's up,
Good
Gio?
to see you. Let's see. Jesse is here. Light Source Engraving is here. Hey, Patrick.
Hope everybody's doing well this evening.
V-Swan is here. Ken is here. John is here. Tony is here. Amaretto. Alan Barr. Robert Law. Brad Robinson. Okay, I'm not going to be able to get through these right away. So today we're doing 3 projects, and I believe we are sharing the files. And I already started mine. I wasn't supposed to, but I decided I wanted to get a head start because I've never used this particular product before. The name
you got a head start, so that means I'm going to have to get started.
I did. The name of this company is Great Carve. So they sent me this diode package, and something really interesting. It's scratch acrylic, but something really interesting is that it came with the different color parameters on a printout. So it tells you how to cut and engrave it with a 20-watt laser. And then these are for the CO2. Also, I don't know what it says, 20-watt test parameters, but the box. So I got another box here. This and these have all white backers on them. So typically you're not going to be able to cut white with the diode laser. So I'm not quite sure. And I did a test pattern and I was able to cut it, but I mean, it's a really horrible cut. You know, I mean, really bad cut. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4 shades of gold at 10% power. Everything else was pure white, the background. So 4 shades of gold. If you get down really low on the power, you can get different shadings. I guess it's the combination of the white and the red. White and red don't make gold. Maybe it's the red and the frequency of the laser. I don't know what it is. But anyway, really, really bad cut. So I don't know what they were thinking. But I did go ahead and make, let me go into full screen. Excuse me, Patrick. I did go ahead and do a test run. And let me stand up so you can see this. Now, this is the black and silver. And this is how it came out. And this is a reflective silver. Can you see that reflection in there of the shop? And it came out really, really nice. The thing that I had to be real careful of was the speed and the power. So I had to do the engraving over, I think it was over 20,000 millimeters a minute. And the cut, I had to do at 900 something. It's only 1.3 millimeters thick. And if you guys like this, I wouldn't be against giving this away tonight. If somebody wants to, you know, hang this on the front of their house or something like that. It is a beautiful reflection and you can't really see it in the camera. It looks like stainless steel and black. So, yeah, if you guys are interested.
I have a sample pack of that as well, and I'll link you to the website for Great Carve, and then they also have a Facebook group, so you can join their Facebook group and learn more about the products there. Rich and I both received our sample packs separate without even knowing, and then Rich said, like, I have some scratch acrylic, and I have some too. It's from this company. Oh, mine's from that company too.
Well, I actually declined their offer just because I already had scratch acrylic and didn't need any more. I actually declined it several times. And then I think they just sent it to me, you know, because my address is in the description of all my videos because I didn't ask for it. But I guess I'm pretty happy with it. I do have the next color that I want to test is this copper.
One of the guys with the company reached out to me on Facebook, and then I joined their group, and I'm like, yeah, I'll take some of the sample stuff and see what they got. So I got a little bit of acrylic and a little bit of leatherette.
Have you tried this one, Patrick?
Not yet. I've only done the black and silver so far.
I think I'm going to try this. Look at that. This is what the stainless looked like, by the way. Well, before I engraved it, I don't know why it's not reflecting as good now, but I think I'm going to try this one tonight and see. But look, if you guys, if any of you guys want this one here, the stainless one, I'll be glad to give it away tonight. Just let me know in the comments.
Do you have the gold as well?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. The gold's pretty snazzy too.
Yeah, I think they call this one rose gold, if I'm not mistaken.
Now, I've been running tests, so I'm going to do a picture on this black and gold scratch acrylic with the LaserMATIC with the diode. I originally had been testing with the fiber, and then I think I've got the LaserMATIC doing results as close to the fiber as I could probably get. So I'll run that live.
Well, I don't see anybody in the comments saying that they want it, so
but somebody will want it.
Yeah. So if you comment welcome, then I'll know that you want it. And okay, Amaretto Frederick says that he wants it. So you just have to be, like usual, in the lower 48. Jim said he wants it. If you're in the lower 48, I'll be glad to send this out to you for free. We'll do a raffle at the end, and if you want to enter, you enter. If you don't, you don't. But Patrick is also going to do his own giveaway. Mike wants it. Chicago Bob wants it. Air conditioning A to Z. Heating and air conditioning A to Z says yes. All right, so we have a bunch of people that want it. So we'll definitely do the giveaway later on in the stream. You just have to be here to win it. And the reason why I say that is because when we've done these in the past and people have left the stream that have won things from me, I have like 9 different things that like the gnomes and stuff like that. Nobody ever contacted me. So
yeah, I've got a couple envelopes that never were shipped out.
Yeah, exactly. So let me pop. We're not doing questions just yet, but let me pop this one up, being that it's a question. Thank you for the video. I have a question about metal business cards. How can I test the laser, the Atom Stack A30 Pro, for a laser engraver and the parameters I need to use? Okay, so on the A30, hang on. Aluminum.
Yeah, and this material, so far, I've tested it with the fiber and CO2 galvo and the diodes, and all 3 of those have did well on the black and yellow.
Give me 1 second, and I will give you some starting settings for that. Okay, business cards, anodized metal. So on my 30 watt that I have behind me, I've got 22,000 millimeters per minute with a max power of 45. I hope that answers your question. So 22,000 millimeters per minute, max power of 45, and I get a really nice look on the business cards. I would show you, but I just cleaned up today and threw all of my samples away. So I think we did a live stream on that where we did the business cards, didn't we, Patrick? Or maybe that was one of my videos. I don't know. I'm getting old. I don't remember these things. But yeah. All right. Thank you, Jerry, for talking about the like button. We appreciate that. I didn't catch it. Okay, so this is the are you talking about the scratch acrylic like this? If the 20 watt can absolutely, a 10 watt can do scratch acrylic. So yeah.
Since you got a head start, how about I do my first PMAG? Because I'm going to be doing 2 different designs tonight.
Yeah, go ahead. I am going to get that scratch acrylic setting real quick. Let's see. Here it is. Engrave. Okay, so on a 10 watt, I just loaded my 10 watt library. The speed for a 10 watt diode for the scratch acrylic is 2350 millimeters per minute and 33% power. So that should answer that question. That's a 10 watt. So you have a 20 watt, it's going to be. I would love the gnomes. Is there a file? I am going to be putting out a file in my store for a whole gnome set for all the holidays, but haven't finished those yet. So far, I've got I think 8 of them, and I think I have 4 or 5 more to go before I finish that. But I do have some videos on my channel. Just search for the word gnome, and under the video there should be a free download for that particular one. I think there's a couple of them.
So I have a complicated PMAG that I'm going to run for you right now. As you can see there on the screen, but I have several different layers, and they will all turn out in a different shade.
Hey,
on
hang
these
on one second.
PMags.
Patrick, I'm gonna make you bigger. Hang on one second. Let me answer this.
Yep.
Does Amaretta Fredericks need to type welcome? No, the raffle hasn't started yet. We'll do that toward the end of the stream. Okay, I'm sorry. You go.
All right.
There you go.
But I have several different layers here, and as you can see, I have a very intricate design on this snake. Let me hide this one layer. Wait.
Hang on one second, Patrick, because I can
There it
make
is.
you even. I can make you bigger. So hold on one second.
Yep.
There we go. How's that?
Ah, there we go. All right. So here's it's pretty intricate design. It's hard to get some of those fine details when doing the polymer, but you'll see what I've came up with my settings. And then there's a little accent collar, and you'll see that those come out a little different shade. But I'm just going to pop the PMag over on the screen and go ahead and run this.
Okay, I'm going to answer this question in the meanwhile. It says,
All
Rich,
right.
I can't seem to find what the max speed is for the longer Rave 10. Do you know what it is? I believe it's 12,000 millimeters per minute, but you can go to the console and type in there $$ and press enter, and then look for the $110 and $111 settings, and that will give you your maximum speed. Rave 5 is the same thing. You just type that in the console.
Turn on my overhead lights, give you a little more light above there. There we go.
Is there a business card layout for the Rolly jig? No.
Yes.
The whole idea of there is?
Yeah,
you
mine.
have one? Oh, okay. Patrick says he has one.
I have the 3D printed fixtures for the Rolly jig. They're on my website.
Okay, cool. You're welcome.
I was pretty happy with how this came out with all the detail. It was a challenge to get it to start looking really good.
No, Doc, there are no coupons for the LaserMATIC. It is priced well below where it should be, and there is a very small profit margin, so there won't be any coupons for that. I just want to know if I can cut white MDF core board with a diode laser. Okay, with the 30-watt LaserMATIC, you can if you put the white side down, but you'll get some bad edges on the white. But yeah, like I showed you earlier with the plastic that had the white backer on it, goes through it, fine until it hits that white and it sort of melts its way through. But yeah, I've done it. So I threw away that board today. Somebody actually sent me one to test, and I was able to do it fine from the opposite side. When engraving metal with a fiber, how do you determine the setting for the cleaning pass? There you go, Patrick.
I have a general setting that I use. It's typically 3,000 speed, a 0.05 line distance, about 35% power, and 45 on the frequency. That's just in general. Then you can adjust it as needed and tighten the line space or whatever you need to do. This
Jeremy
is
asking what laser you're using.
60 watt JPT.
Okay.
It's the Mon port.
So it's a 60-watt JPT MOPA. Yes, it is cool to watch. That's
However,
one of the fun things.
Yeah, and you can get these collars from a 50 watt, a 30 watt. It doesn't have to be a MOPA. Just adjust settings a little bit, tweak them, and
Okay.
I can get that for you.
That is a PMag. So it is an ammo magazine for an AR-15.
Polymer. It's a polymer developed by the company Magpool.
There you go. Now, on these PMags, you got to be careful, though, because I also had my own PMags and the settings didn't work on mine, Patrick's settings. So I had to go to someone else to get a little help, but I did get some help, and I was able to get something done.
Different brands have different formulations and react totally different.
Yep. Jack in
so
the shop.
I'm going to be giving away 2 of these PMags today. So that's what my giveaway is going to be.
So if you don't have an AR, I would say don't enter on that one.
Yeah, make sure you're in a free state.
Yes. Yeah, we definitely can't. He can't ship that to New York.
This file, I'm going to have this file available for sale probably tomorrow. I have three different files. Rich is going to be running one of the files.
Yes,
and I'm going to run the other one.
There's no signing up. We will do a drawing at the end of the stream. All right. So being that you did that, I think I will. Oh, there goes a mosquito. I don't know if you heard that snap. That's my. I have a bug zapper indoors. All right. So laser. I guess I have to go turn it on. That might help. Let's see, which one is that? I believe it's that one.
Let's see. So whoever gets this one, I'm going to go ahead and do the other side for you.
This camera.
Same design, and then I'll do the other design on a different mag, then we'll give that one away. I'll get these PMags done, then I'll start the coin. It takes about an hour to run.
I'm going to get mine set up while you're doing that. And I guess I have to switch to that mom port 60 watt. There we go. Grab this one and press P. And
don't forget your fume extraction.
Yes, I will not forget my fume extraction.
Thanks, Geo. I can do even more collars. It's just I'd have to make more layers, and that's even more work. This was complicated enough for me, running about 8 different layers.
All right, glass gate. Focus.
Rich, is Lightburn still supporting Lightburn Bridge?
I think they stopped.
That's what I was thinking. But yeah, it's going to be slower compared to USB or direct Ethernet.
Oh, I was setting it up before I focused.
Yes, Terry, you can do this with the 30-watt Racus. There's enough room in the settings that you can, no problem.
Okay, this file is bigger than my PMag. I had this problem last time, remember?
Is that one of the ones I sent you or a different one?
Yeah.
No to PMags with a diode laser.
Absolutely no. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. Huh. I changed my framing mode.
You're in focus.
Yeah.
I saw you moving it up and down.
Yeah. Well, I thought it would be easier to see the graphics, but it's not. It's moving too fast. So I got to do the outside shapes only.
That file, I should have had a toolpath on the outside to use for framing.
I have the toolpath on right now. But it's just so much bigger. I guess I'm going to do the same thing I did last time, I guess.
No, you don't need an FFL to do PMags, Bob. Chicago Bob asked, do you need an FFL to do PMags? You do not. You have a link to the PMag I'm using. It is Magpul is the brand, Magpul. Just look for Magpul, MOE 556, and you'll find the correct one.
"13 shapes were set to fill, but weren't closed. Which layer do I have in fill that shouldn't be, Patrick? I don't know. Okay, so I guess I got to do a show me thing. Show me. Okay, way down. Let me switch to this so you can see it, Patrick.
Yeah, this happened the last time.
Hold on, because I got to turn on the other monitor.
Weird.
All right, home, computer, and let me drag this over there. Okay, now I can switch over there. So it's these shapes right here. Let me show you what they are. Oh, this doesn't look like there's anything there.
Yeah, that happened last time.
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look at
there's
that.
nothing there.
No, there's little dashes coming down here. I don't know what that is, but we're gonna say bye-bye to that.
Yeah, I don't think you need it.
And let me just do a select all and see if there's anything else on here. Let me delete this one first. Delete.
You'll need that for your other side if you do the other side.
Yeah, no, there's nothing else on there. Okay, so that's good. All right. So now I should be able to hit start. Then let me switch back again. There we go. And close.
Just the Gen 3s have, are they all windowed? I was thinking Gen 3s are all windowed, but I might not be correct.
What's that? Or what?
Gio was asking if the Gen 2 PMags mark different than Gen 3. I think Gen 3 have windows in them, so you'd have to alter your design to just the window.
Okay, well, it looks like it's coming out. I had the same issue last time, if you remember.
Yeah, with the little artifacts in there.
With it framing larger than the PMag. But it looks like it's coming out okay. I don't know if I could really see it well through my glasses, but we'll find out in a minute.
All right, we go. PMag number 2 up on the bed.
Oh, that did come out nice. You know, go to the other camera. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm going to have these on my website tomorrow. Gen 3 or not all window. Okay. Hey, that looks pretty good. Very good.
It seems a little deeper than the last one that I ran. Okay. So what can I do on the scratch acrylic is the next question.
Here comes my next design.
Yeah, you're going to do that, and then you're going to do the coin, right?
Yep.
And I'll figure out something. Hey, Wendy. Yeah, it's okay. Glad you're here.
I've got a file for scratch acrylic for a picture.
Yeah. Why don't you send me that, and I'll run that on the rose gold. How about that?
All right. I only tested it for the black with the yellow background.
Well, we're going to see if it works on the rose gold.
Okay.
We'll give it a try. If not, I'll do something else.
Fair enough. Let's see.
I'm used to being on the other side of the screen. Okay, so I am going to wait for that file to come in. I'm going to get set up on the LaserMATIC in the meanwhile.
So this is a tiger stripe camo pattern.
Last piece. There we go. Oh, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my horribly black honeycomb is now sparkling silver, aluminum. I put it under the pressure washer yesterday.
Oh, nice.
And I used some of that Dawn Professional grease relief, whatever. Worked like a charm.
Okay, file is uploading.
Thanks.
Should be on its way to you right now. Oh my gosh, my internet speeds are so much faster. I switched to T-Mobile home internet.
Yeah, you haven't blinked.
And the uploads where I was getting anywhere between 10 and 20 upload with Starlink, I'm getting 60 up.
Wow. Nice. Nice. All right, so we got to cut that file and D.
On this PMAG, I used a darker shade for the text and then outlined it with a lighter shade to make it pop.
All right, so back to Lightburn.
Each shade is a different layer.
I guess I can save that one.
And you can see.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You can see there, if I would have left it at one pass, it would have been a darker shade, but then running the second pass actually lightens it up.
Yeah.
So for some of these, it's just once you get your setting dialed in, a different number of passes can give you different shades.
Okay, and you've got 20,000 and 32.5.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. I may as well put this over here. So I think I'm going to run it just the way it is, but just so in case you people haven't seen this before, I'm going to preview this because it's so close to the edge, and my preview is on another screen. And you'll see that this file would not work like that because see that line? This is the end of the machine. It would hit that hard stop right there. See that green line? This is the boundary of the machine, and it's too close to the edge to run this job. So you always got to preview these jobs that are engraves, especially at this speed. Now you can see that I'm within that green boundary. Can you see that, you guys?
Yep. Well, I can.
Let me see if I go to full screen. I don't know if you can see it or not, but this green line is the boundary of your work area right here. Let's see if I can zoom in further. It doesn't look like it's showing up on screen, but this red over here is the overscanning. And if I got any closer to the edge, it would hit this hard stop over here. I get that error 1, and it would stop engraving. So I am safe now. So I'm just going to hit start with Patrick's settings. And hope that this comes out as good as his did.
So, Ron, to answer your question about each being on a different layer, I saw Jeremy said that he had run a picture on a PMAG, which you can do that, but it doesn't recognize the color in the image. So whatever setting you run, you're going to get just one color in that image. So you'd have that and then the black from the magazine moving through. Now, let's see. I'm going to show you my screen here. Let me go back to double. So you can see. Oh, there we go.
Hold on, Patrick. Let me put you. Let me put you over there. Hang on 1 second.
All right, guys.
Go ahead.
I have 7 different layers in this file. So I broke it down to seven different layers to get it to turn out the way it did. All right, you can take me out of full screen now. I'm just going to run this other side for the lucky winner. I really like it. Turns out really cool.
Yeah, that's nice. Oh, thank you, Moses, for that donation. Moses. We really appreciate it.
Oh, and you have the LaserMATIC on the way, I believe. Moses.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Awesome.
Burn, baby, burn. Okay, let's not remember that song. V is asking, what material is that rich? That is, hang on 1 second. That is great carve scratch acrylic. And by the way, this is completely off topic, but my circular saw blade started to chip at the wood. after only, I think, 9 years with the blade on there. And I got 9 years worth of use out of a Diablo 40-tooth finish blade. 9 years. So this is the first one that I'm buying in 9 years. If you guys have circular saws and you've never heard of Diablo, I believe it's an Italian-made blade, and it will last you forever. I mean, I literally have thousands and thousands of cuts on my circular saw.
I like their sandpaper.
Everything they make is top-notch, high quality.
It's good. Yep.
All right. So Patrick has put a link in the description for all of the different channels.
Yes.
And we have 175 people watching.
Awesome.
Glad to see you all here. Oh, let me switch back so you can see what's going on over there. So that is the rose gold scratch acrylic that I've got running on the LaserMATIC. And for those people interested in the settings that I'm using, I am using 20,000 millimeters per minute and 32.5% power on the 30-watt LaserMATIC. And this is a 3D slice.
No, it's not 3D slice.
Oh, it says 3D slice.
Yeah,
oh, no, how can it be 3D slice? Let me get rid of that.
I don't know why it says that. It should be an Atkinson dither.
It is Atkinson at 846 DPI.
Yep, I ran it high to get it to come out about the same the fiber did.
Okay.
I know it's crazy high.
Okay, so I just got something that I think you need to see. I'm going to switch over so you can see this. I'm going to read it to you. Settings sanity check. That's the name of this box. Your DPI setting is over 600, and very few lasers are physically capable of this. 500 DPI is the highest most CO2 lasers are able to achieve without customized lenses. Did you intend to set it this high? But I just love the title of this, Setting Sanity Check.
Yep.
That is great. I love it.
It makes me laugh. I'm like, yes, I wanted it that high. Trust me, I ran tests with it lower and kept raising it, and it kept looking better, and I raised it.
How long has that message been in Lightburn? I've never seen, well, I've never gone that high before. How long has that message been there?
It's been there a little while. A couple versions. I mean, I don't normally run a diode that high, but for this scratch acrylic, that's what gave me the best result.
Billy, I've already cleaned that one 4 times. The old one. After cleaning it this time, it was still chipping at the wood. So I like to have a real clean finished look, and that's why I ordered a new blade. Pop is saying, hey, Pop, hang on one second, Patrick. 9 years. I just bought a Diablo blade from my miter saw. I haven't put it on yet. You're going to love it. I have it on all of mine. Here we go.
All right. I was just going to get it to autofocus anyway. I think it turned out very nice.
Beautiful. Now, that's a magazine you'd be proud to put into your AR.
And somebody's going to win that tonight.
Yes. 2 of them, right?
Yes. One of each.
Okay, I think I can safely say that I can abort this. Every color has got different engrave settings. So this one is definitely a fail. So I'm going to say stop to that and get that laser out of the way. Oh, I don't even need to move the laser. But let me find a different file that I can run on here. Maybe I should run a material test on this. I think I can safely say, let me see, recent projects.
So there are those settings on the black and yellow, and it definitely works on the black and yellow.
I don't know what we're looking at there, Patrick. Oh, we're looking at the
It's
side.
the black. It's the black and yellow scratch acrylic.
Yeah. So
Yep.
it doesn't work on the rose gold. Let me go to. Let me go back to my welcome that I made earlier and see. I'll just like shrink this way down. I'm gonna do
Trying to
something
get
like
that in
that.
focus better at the bottom where it's engraving. Sorry for the out of focusness.
I'm gonna rerun this welcome in a miniature size over here. So let's see what happens with this one. I'm guessing that if the reflective silver gave me good results with this speed and power, the reflective rose gold might. I don't know. So I'm running this one at 21,250 millimeters per minute and 65% power, and the line after is at 960 millimeters per minute and 60% power. And I'm getting a good result. So I can safely say, well, I can't safely say that these are the right settings for the rose gold. I'll still have to do a material test because I might be able to go a lot faster and on this one than I did on the silver. Who knows? Can a diode laser engrave in colors? Yeah. So if like on stainless, if you run a material test and you do it really slow, like keep your speeds really low, you'll see you'll get some change. Do like a 10 by 10 material test and go from maybe, I don't know. What do you think, Patrick? 100 to 1,000, something like that?
Yeah, it's definitely in the slow range.
Yeah, and maybe 50 to 100% power, maybe a 10 by 5. But you'll get some colors. You can get quite a few colors with a high-powered diode. So you'd need, you could do it with the 10 watt, but it'd be way too slow. I would say 20 or 30 watt or more.
All right, now it's time for a 3D slice. So I'm going to be running Garfield on a coin.
Cool. All right, so Marcel is asking, did Patrick give his laser? I didn't want to miss it. Oh, well, you should have been here 2 weeks ago. Yes,
1 week ago.
1 week ago. I'm sorry. Yeah, we had a special pop-up, and we weren't even considering, giving away the laser that night, but we hit like 290 people watching, so we gave it away on 4 channels. Jeremy is saying, I've had that on the Galvo since it came out when using the, I don't know. Oh, he's probably answering a comment in the questions. A question in the comments. Hello, Greg. Good to see you here.
I started this kind of late.
Jeremy says that was amazing. Great job on the PMags. And so does heating and air conditioning. A to Z. HVAC, A to Z. V says, nice job.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Chris says it looks great. Doug says it's sweet. Keith says even better. Off the Chase says, I need one for an AK. Okay. Patrick, can you do custom jobs like that, Patrick?
Yeah, I can. Yep.
Send him an email. Sales at lightsource.pro.
Just order in some polymer AK mags and have at them. I've done some polymer mags.
Jack in the shop wants to know if the PMAG will be full. No, it'll only have 29 rounds.
Negative.
Wendy says, sweet. Oh, okay. So mine just finished. I'm going to let the air clear a little bit because I don't want to open that door after I do acrylic cutting. So Jim wants to know if it comes with the AR.
No, just the mag, nothing surrounding.
Chris Gallagher says, gotta go. Newbie having problems. Wants to pay Sunday rates. 2 cans of Coke for help. Jeremy says, some assembly required. Push to install.
That sounds about right.
Billy, that was on a 60-watt JPT MOPA. Jack is running a PMAG loader on the CNC tomorrow. I have one from my 1911 that I 3D printed.
Yeah, I have a Magula that I use for my AR mags.
Is it getting noisier in here, or I just can't hear you, Patrick? Are you far away from the mic?
Oh, let me move it over this way.
There we go.
Better?
Yeah. Thanks, Brad. For engraving and etching, those are two different things, really. Which is more important, power or focus? Both are extremely important.
Yeah, but you got to be in focus to get maximum power.
Right, exactly. Right. And sometimes, you may want to defocus a little bit.
Guys, you see this pass right there? I don't know if you saw that, but every 20 passes, it's covering it up now. Lightburn runs a cleaning pass. It's a new, they added that setting to the 3D slice mode in 1.5.
Cool. Okay, I guess I can go get this out now and see if it went through. Oh, it stinks in here.
Somebody asked me a question. Oh, how many mags did I go through to get my settings? A good bit, but if you have a bandsaw, cut them in half and use the insides. That way you can get 4 sides out of one magazine.
Okay, so I've got the final version of this, but with these, you can't just take them off the laser and show them. You have to get a little bit of cleaner to get all the dirt off, all the debris, whatever you want to call it.
And I am running these 2 lasers on the same PC. No problem.
Now my fingers are wet. Oh, I didn't look at the grain on this. I should have looked at this more closely before I ran this. There is a grain to this.
Where's the green?
Grain.
Grain. Gotcha.
Grain. All right, so I think I'm ready to show this one. I just cleaned it up. Let me take the number 1 spot.
Kenny.
Getting close. This one is really tiny, so really small. I'm gonna have to get way up close to the camera, make it focus. There we go. Now I can back it off a little bit.
Yeah, that looks nice. Very nice.
So this is the rose gold, and these just don't come out looking good on camera for some reason, but it is a nice black. I know it looks gray on camera, but it's really black. So I think that worked out pretty good. I think those settings are really almost perfect, maybe, for this. I'm going to put this one with the silver. Hey, I could change the welcome to something else and make a keychain out of this. That would be cool.
Oh, you should do your logo. Give one away.
Yeah. Do my logo, make some logo keychains. Huh. That's not a bad idea.
I'm full of good ideas.
Okay, let me just stay over
no
here.
Comment, nothing.
I'm not gonna say anything.
I thought you would at least agree.
All right, let's see. I am ready to. Okay, I will give you a word of caution with acrylic. If you don't have a good smoke extraction, don't do it. So that's how I got the blood poisoning.
Yep. Rich
Right after the holidays.
Experience. What was that? Nitrile poisoning?
Whatever it was.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that's what it was.
Yeah. So what happened was, and this doesn't, like right now, I can't smell anything. It doesn't normally happen in here. And I've done lots of acrylic on the GWick, which, by the way, is pronounced GWI, is the official pronunciation of that. I'll keep calling it GWick. I've done tons of clear acrylic on that, and I've never done their clear acrylic, the ones that came with the machine. And I ran right after the holidays. I was cleaning up under the shelves, and I found a pack of it that came with the CO2. So, and that one has a really big 6-inch. I think it's 250 CFM inline fan. So I started doing some. What were they? They were, the little light up acrylic things, and the smell was bad. And it was sort of like a calm day, and the wind was just kind of barely moving to the right out in front of the shop, which is toward my house. And unfortunately, that's where this laser vents, is outside. And there was just so much smoke coming off of that acrylic. I think it was the wrong acrylic. I don't think it was cast acrylic. But anyway, so I started to smell it in here. So my rule is that if I smell it, I get my phone out, I open the app, and I turn on the webcam, and then point it at whatever I'm doing. There's a couple mosquitoes. I point it at whatever I'm doing, and I go over to the patio, sit over there, and I watch it from there. So I said, okay, I'm starting to smell it. I'm going to leave. I'm going to go over to the patio. I walk out the front door of the other shop next door, turn right into the smoke. And because I had just sprained my back, I mean, it's like so many things happen at the wrong time at the same time. I was walking very slowly toward the house. I couldn't walk any faster because of my back. And the smoke, the house is about, I don't know, 150 feet or 100 feet, something like that away. And I'm walking down the sidewalk, and I got halfway there, and there's like a little circle fire pit area. And I had to sit right there, and I just got overcome by the smoke and wound up with blood poisoning. So that was outside. So trying to get away from it, I got overcome by this little cloud of the smoke that had just kind of drifted that way. So, my rule is if you can smell it, it's bad for you, don't do it. So Unless you have really good smoke extraction, I would say, don't fool with acrylic, plastic, any of that stuff, because you will be smelling it. Right now I've got I think that's 225 CFMs exhausting on this laser, and I don't smell a thing in here. If I were smelling it, I would have got up and left. So, yeah. Long story. Let me put Patrick over on the big screen here. He's showing you his coin.
Yep, it just ran another cleaning pass.
How many passes are you running on that coin, Patrick?
256, one for each level of grayscale.
I smell something burning. Can someone help me connect my SaintSmart LC40 to Lightburn? My laptop is not seeing it connected. You may have to install the CH340 driver. I would suggest you go to the YouTube channel called Lightburn Software, and they have a complete setup video, and I do think it's on the LC40, but all diode lasers are the same. So go to the YouTube channel after our stream, Lightburn Software, and they do have a connection video there that you can watch step by step. Patrick, how many mags did you go through in order to get your settings right? Struggling here.
Yep, several. Yep, and I mentioned it earlier that the mags that you're getting ready to throw away, don't throw them away, cut them in half, use the insides, and then you've got two more surfaces to test on.
Mm-hmm. And I got to tell you that my magazines, I could never get a setting on. Let me switch back over here. So these are my magazines. Let me get into full screen. These are the mags that I use, and you can see how bad that setting is, right? So Jeremy from HTL Customs said, "Oh, here, try these settings," and look how perfect that came out. So usually for me, I hate to say it, but I always have to ask other people, and they usually help me out, and I get the settings that way. But either Patrick sends me the settings, or Jeremy sends me the settings, or who else did I get them from? Geo sent me settings, or you forwarded them to me. So yeah, that's pretty much what you have to do, is a lot of material testing, and I sort of get tired of that, and PMags are expensive. I never thought of that, Patrick. That's a great idea, cutting them in half. Doing the other side.
I just take them to the bandsaw and cut them in half.
V says, I looked at the 3010, but they were out of stock. They're usually out of stock, V. You gotta pretty much go there every day, every other day, in order to find the 30 watt, because they're so popular. But I can tell you there's not a great difference between the 20 watt and the 30 watt. So if you see the 20 watt, the 1020 watt, get that one. You'll be happy with it. Kenny Sims wants to know if he can go on your range if he wins.
Yes, you can. If you're willing to make the trip, you can come shoot at my range.
Dr. Jesus, Steve is no longer with us. What is the purpose of doing something out of focus? Okay, so if you raise the focus a little bit, it's sort of like raising the DPI or LPI. It makes the lines wider, so you get more coverage. And I have good luck doing photographs out of focus by raising the focus a millimeter or two. Other people have said just the opposite, by lowering it. So I've tried it both ways. I've never had luck lowering it. I like this, the Messy Studio. That's, I guess I could use that myself. Louisiana hobby guy in the Messy lab.
I resemble that for sure.
Patrick said to me that I'm starting to look like a hoarder a couple of weeks ago, and that's kind of stuck in my brain. So today, I had two big garbage pails full of stuff. I cleared out the whole shop because of that guy over there.
I said it nice though.
Yeah, you said it nice.
Like, I wasn't trying to be rude. I was just saying that he was trying to walk through. I was like, oh, like a
I was showing
where
you something.
You got to
I
clear a
was
path
showing
to
you
walk through
something
there.
on camera. There was no need to say, "Oh, that's quite a hoard you got going on there."
Well, what you can't see on camera is I'm looking about the same here.
Yeah, well, I'm actually glad that you
happens.
said that. I'm glad you said that because it was stuck in my head the whole time. And today I just got, I got to the point where I said, I got to get rid of a lot of this stuff.
Now I need to take my own advice.
Steve says, I've got some of that rose and silver from them to play with. Looks great. Yeah, so if you want, you can replay the video. Or I can just click over here. I had good luck at 21,250 in fill mode and for the engraving, and 960 now it's millimeters per minute, 960 millimeters per minute, and 60% power for the cutting on the dark back. Oh, hang on, I have to make this one bigger.
Now, the last time I didn't have this little bit of stuff right there, so I'm not sure what that's from. But the eyes,
the last one was gorgeous.
Yeah, the eyes look really good. So
can you get closer with that?
I might have some dirt on the lens or something.
Oh yeah, that came out beautiful. Yeah, the forehead though, that shouldn't be there.
No, it shouldn't.
Beulah is asking what thickness is that? It is 1.3 millimeter, Beulah.
Yeah,
Greg Wilson.
Off with a microfiber and it didn't wipe off.
No, you got to put some cleaner on it. Greg Wilson is saying, hang on one second. Very cool.
No,
can that be done on a 5-watt? Yes, it can. Yep, it'll work. It'll work really well on any diode laser. I'm willing to bet that it could probably even be done on a 1.5 watt.
Now let me show you for comparison. I'm going to hold the two up, and this one is fiber laser.
Oh yeah.
And my last one off the LaserMATIC looks very similar to that fiber laser.
Yeah.
And then the other picture with the fiber laser that's right beside it, you can see the detail in that moon.
Yeah.
And the trees. Yeah, they turned out really great.
What are engraving through the laser? I don't know. Rephrase that, Van. I don't understand the question. Yeah, V, it was very scary.
Oh, we're starting to see Garfield. Let me head back over there.
Wendy, if you're smelling fumes from that anodizing process or any plastics or anything like that, it's going to be bad for you. Oh, she says she cannot handle it. Right. Okay. Gotcha. Good. Van, no, I don't think so. Patrick, what do you think? Is a laser good for finishing 3D printed objects? No, I don't think so. You're pretty much just going to melt them. Pop-Up says he has okay smoke extraction, but I have cameras in the room and monitor from another room. Good.
Make sure you don't leave those cameras. Yes. You don't want a fire to start.
Oh, Jerry brings up a good point. Jeremy's a great guy, and everyone should subscribe to him. Patrick, can you put a link in the
absolutely
in the comments? Okay. Oh, Jeremy's here, so Jeremy, you can put a link too to your YouTube.
I'll put a link, and it'll go to all 3 channels.
There we go. Should go to 4. We're broadcasting on 4.
Yes.
Yeah. Dave Fisher, hello to Tampa. Hi, Dave. Herbert Browning is saying same here. Patrick's 2 lasers running now on 1 PC. Yeah. So the most that I've ever done, I think, is 4 or 5 at one time when I was doing a couple of reviews and shooting some B-roll. I think I had 4 windows open, and 3 or 4. Yeah, 3 or 4 windows open at the same time. I don't think there's a limit on that. I think it's just based on how much your computer can handle.
Yep, I think I've had 3 running regularly. But by the time you get that many windows open, it starts getting confusing.
So Jeremy's saying I do my photos in perfect focus. It works great for me and my fiber laser. Yeah, the reason why you would defocus them would be for time. So something that would take an hour may wind up taking you getting the same results might take you 45 minutes.
Yeah, if you're increasing that spot size, then you can increase your line spacing. Then that's the biggest factor in how long a job's going to take is generally your line spacing, even a bigger factor than speed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Jerry says, hoarder of treasures. Yeah, there you go. Roger, good to see you. Messy studio means you actually do something. Hence why my shop, Roger, your shop is always looks good. Always looks good. I've never seen it messy.
I just saw John pop in chat.
Tripod? I just spent $300 on more wood stuff tonight.
Yep, tripod.
I haven't seen him yet. Like maybe I'm still getting there.
Yeah, you're still up there.
Instead of throwing it all away, why not have? Okay, Alan, I had 2 floods here, so most of the stuff was already damaged, and everything that was on the floor, I needed to get rid of. Yeah, you should have seen my cardboard boxes. They were all so. In fact, the box that the S1 came in had mold growing on it, and I thought something was smelling funny. So I'm actually glad that I got rid of that one.
And I'm going to show you guys something with this coin that if you have your settings dialed in, you don't need any fancy finishing. All I'm going to do is hit it with the brass brush to knock off all the debris that's still left over, and it'll shine right up and look nice.
V, I believe that's brass.
Yeah, this is a brass coin.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Heat. Are we playing a game? The acrylic, it's a scratch acrylic. And no matter what anybody tells you, there is no such thing as laser safe acrylic. It's good to use cast acrylic. These acrylics that are made for lasers are all good, but that doesn't mean that you should breathe the fumes ever.
Yeah, safe Jerry is relative.
Jerry's asking, what did you process photo? I think he uses Photoshop.
No, I just use Lightburn.
Oh, cool.
Yep, those I just processed with Lightburn. I used Atkinson dither.
Okay.
I did adjust the brightness, gamma, and contrast. And I did use enhance. I think the amount 5, radius 50, or radius 50, amount 50. Wait, 5 and 50 were the 2.
Okay, so I am trying to decide if I want to
Hey,
do
I
another
saw
project.
Tony, my friend Tony at Pixel Company. I'm not sure how deep this one's going to go. When we were decided to do the stream, I basically adjusted the brightness, gamma, and contrast levels enough that it would get a fairly deep engrave, but not take more than an hour.
Jamie, no, the IR and the fiber are two completely different lasers.
With 3D
Yes.
slicing, the darker you make your image, the longer it's going to take to run.
Everyone should be paranoid of fires. Pop up. Pixel Poppy. Anthony is saying, how deep is the coin going to go? I need to test this 3D stuff.
It should be at least probably 1 millimeter total, maybe a little deeper.
Let me see. Where's my Garfield? My Garfield is about a 0.5 millimeter.
0.5 millimeter?
That's what mine is. I don't know if it's even focus on this, but it will. Yeah, this one is about a 0.5 millimeter deep. And I think I used the same file.
Yeah, I think this one's going to go a little bit deeper.
I'm thinking about calling myself Moses with a laser. My great-grandfather was the first man to download from the cloud onto a tablet. That's pretty funny.
That is funny.
Bob.
I adjusted my settings just a smidge since you weren't going to be running yours.
Oh, okay. Hey, John. Patrick was right. You are here.
I'm always right.
Matt says, how about you take Mac and clean it with the laser and later repaint it and then laser it. Okay.
Yes. I'll wait till you get to that question.
Okay. I'm getting down there.
Yeah, my eyes were wandering, as they tend to do. And then you see there's the clean pass.
Patrick, did you get my 806 Lasers wonders if you got his email?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Did I forget to reply to you, which is a high possibility, highly likely. I get so many messages that sometimes they get lost just because I might be at my part-time job, and then I see it, and then I get home from work, and then I forget to reply to it.
No mustache on Garfield. Arnold says, yes, that is a 60-watt JPT MOPA fiber laser. Pixel Poppy says he watches us most of the time, but he can't chat a lot. That's okay. That's
thanks,
fine.
Tony. I appreciate it.
Do either of you do any portraits in mirrors? I would love to see some of them. I do, actually.
Yep.
I do.
I've got a video on it.
I think my last commission customer, it's not portraits, but I do replications of wood carvings that he gives me a name and a date, the name of the wood carver, the date usually in the 1500s. And I find the litho digitize it, and I do custom wood carvings out of plywood for him that look exactly like the originals. They're very expensive.
Search on my channel for mirror engraving. I did a photo of John Wick on a mirror. Did I go through some settings?
Yeah, I don't like doing photos on mirror. Every supplier is different. You can never get your settings dialed in. How deep were your engraving?
I never have any issue.
Yeah. How deep were your? I always
that good. I'm just that good. That's all.
A half a millimeter to a millimeter, I would guess, somewhere in there.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Patrick, I know you have issues when doing mirrors, so everybody does. Keep those fire blankets near my laser. Yeah, you should also have a fire extinguisher very close by, just in case. SFW says, when are we giving away a fiber laser? When somebody gives us one to give away, we will happily give it away. You know what? I might even give away one of my fiber lasers. Who knows? Keep watching.
That'd be a pretty awesome giveaway.
Yeah. Thank you, Jerry. Yep. Please hit that like button and subscribe and share it on your socials because it's free to do. Thanks, Jerry.
Subscribe to all 3 channels.
Okay, I'm seeing some of the same ones again.
We're going to 4 different
destinations.
I guess 4 different destinations. Yeah, thank you. 3 different channels. So subscribe to all 3.
And Rumble.
Yep.
And Rumble. Okay, so is it possible to get results like this from a 50-watt Racus? Yes.
Yes, it is. That is the question that I decided to wait for. I have a 50-watt Racus, and I did, for my first 3D engraving tutorial video, I did tons of testing and came up with settings for the 50-watt Racus. If you head to that video, it's from about April of last year, but you'll see it on my channel. There are settings in there for my 50-watt Racus.
Hey, Patrick, did you notice that right behind me?
Yes, I did notice that earlier. It says burn to learn.
It sure does. Is there a video for setting up this type of file, Patrick?
Yes, that same video.
Okay.
The 3D engraving tutorial on my channel. Maybe I should just link it.
Rich, about how many hours you got on the LaserMATIC? Okay, so I had on the LaserMATIC 10 on the Mark 1. I stopped counting at I think 700 hours on that one. On the LaserMATIC 20, which is in the shop next door, I probably got somewhere in the area of 200 maybe hours on that one. Let's see, the 40 hours in a week, 4, 8, 12, 40, yeah. On this one behind me, the honeycomb was absolutely black everywhere when I pressure washed it yesterday. And I wanted, if I were to guess, I'm not tracking this. I tracked the Mark 1 because it was brand new to the market last January. So I tracked those hours. And I wanted to see how long I had between lens cleanings and machine cleanings and all that kind of good stuff. And I quit tracking that one at 700 hours. But if I were to guess on the LaserMATIC 30, I would say probably about 100 hours right now, somewhere in there. I did my first full cleaning on it yesterday. So that means not the lens cleanings I do every night. The full cleanings I do about once a month. And the honeycomb cleanings I do about once every 3 months. And this the honeycomb was really horrible this time. I can show you real quick. Let me flip over there and I'll show you the cleaning I did. Don't know how well this will come out on camera, but I'll give it a try. And don't forget, I've been using it all day today. So will my power reach? Can you see that?
Looks nice and clean.
Yep. It's perfectly clean. Well, except for the little black lines from today.
Yep.
So it's sort of, it looked like new. And what I used, in case you're interested, was Dawn Professional was the cleaner that I used. And the Dawn Professional is like a foam. It's a spray cleaner, but it's foaming. So when you spray it, it grabs onto whatever it is you're spraying it on, and it doesn't move for a couple minutes. So it's a degreaser, Dawn Professional. And then I sprayed that on, and then I pressure washed it off like 5 minutes later, and it came out clean as a whistle. Now, usually the pressure washer gets it clean in, 3, 4, 5 minutes, but this, every first pass, I mean, it took everything off. Okay, Tommy, I'm glad you joined us. We're almost finished. And for some reason, my comments keep going backwards. Alan, the A10 Pro is a 10-watt diode laser. The difference is there's lots of differences. There are a bunch of different types of lasers. The diode is considered the bottom of the line, but it happens to be my favorite. So then Mike follows that up with the difference between a diode fiber and CO2. The difference is in the beam. So a diode laser has a 455 or thereabouts nanometer blue light radiation, and the CO2 and the fiber have 1064 nanometers. So the diode you can see, the others you can't, and the diode can't do things that the others can. So like, for instance, cut clear acrylic and so forth. Robert Combs, the coin is looking great. And look at that. I posted something. I didn't even know it.
It's the ghost
For those of you that
machine.
don't know, we can both post to all the channels. All right.
I see a question coming up. Let me show you something. This is wood, 3D engraved, done with the LaserMATIC. And the question's coming up, can I do this with my 5-watt? Yes, you should be able to. It might take you a couple, 3 passes or so to get the same result. Just for comparison, here's the same dragon on brass. So I'm still working on dialing it in settings to get the wood to look as good as, it's never going to look as good, but get it as close as possible to the brass. Camera's focusing on my eyeballs. But there is an example of 3D engraving. So I've been doing a lot of testing. I've got several of those laying around.
Woodworker Gene says he just set up his Mark II 30-watt today. Can't get it to connect. You have to, okay, I've installed the drivers, tried several different comms, still nothing. Any idea? If you right click on the laser tab, there's a button called devices. That'll reset your COM ports. So if you right click on that button, that's a reset of the COM ports, and it should connect that way. If you're still having issues, there is a technician in the Roll Automation official Facebook group that will actually log into your computer and fix it for you. So don't worry about it.
So while I was showing off this dragon, I'm going to show off another material. Come on, dragon. All right. This is also 3D engraved.
Very cool.
And this is 1/2-inch acrylic. You can see how much of that acrylic's been taken away. And yes, I have good fume extraction, and I don't smell any of it.
Very nice. Okay. Next question from Charles. What grease do you use on the rails? I use CRC. You can see that. Dielectric grease. You don't have to use dielectric grease, but this is the best thing to use, the CRC dielectric.
I like that tube. You just squeeze it and then the grease comes out?
Yeah, it's got a pump handle on it. You just squeeze
nice.
that. Yeah. And this one, it's still pretty heavy. I've had it for a long time. Had this for about 4 years now, and done a lot of greasing with it. But on the LaserMATIC series, I do the linear rails, all 3 of the linear rails every month. And then in the meanwhile, if you get any debris on it, you can wipe it with a paper towel to get the debris off. It won't affect the grease. The grease will stick on there.
I might have to get a tube of that.
Dave is asking you put anything underneath the honeycomb. No, I leave it the way it is. I hear that most people put the oven foil under there so that when they get finished, you know, after a couple of days, they can just kind of fold it up and throw the whole thing away. You know, I don't particularly do that because I just spray it with a little cleaner. You know, I vacuum everything up and then spray it with a little cleaner, and it comes out looking like brand new. Do you know of a CO2 fire extinguisher for use in your shop, and where do you purchase if you do? I purchased them on Amazon, and they do have one. I think it's called, is it a ABC, Patrick?
Well, the CO2.
Let me go look on my other one.
Yeah, the CO2 is different than an ABC. ABC is the dry powder, I believe.
Well, I don't want to take it out of its holder because I'll never get it back in. But I got it on Amazon. It's made by Kitty. And in the listing, it says if you search for laser fire extinguisher, I think that's how I found it. I bought 4 of them. And it's a white canister. And they also have that little instant spray bottle, too.
Is it this one?
Yeah, I think that's it. Yep, pretty sure that's it.
Yeah, like it says it's for grease fires.
The one that I got says laser for lasers. Yeah. So it may look the same as that. I think I searched laser fire extinguisher.
No, this is sodium bicarbonate. You don't want that. I searched CO2.
So True Tech is answering the question before. COM port conflicts, if you can, try to disconnect unused devices from the COM. Yeah, usually restarting your computer is going to fix that as well. Restarting the computer, and most people that seem to be having problems with that seem to be using laptops with like one USB port. The device is wanting a specific COM port. No, actually, whenever I plug other things in, my COM port changes for the LaserMATIC. So it's not asking for a specific port. Looks awesome. How many passes to do the acrylic?
That's water
One pass on the acrylic.
Thing is, you don't want to use the dry powder or the water base because you don't want to ruin your electronics.
Yeah.
You're going to end up paying a good amount for a true CO2 one.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What was the question? How many passes?
On the acrylic. One pass.
I think I ran let's see.
On your photo. Okay. On the photo for the acrylic, he ran a bunch of passes, but on the vector graphic, it was just one. I've used expensive bicycle chain oil on 3D printer rails and such. I wouldn't recommend using any oil inside the laser. You want to use grease on those linear rails. We have already done them. As you can see, there is that coin that's running right now. I did the scratch acrylic, and Patrick also did the PMags, which we'll be having a giveaway in just a few minutes. I wouldn't use graphite on it either. I used to use graphite, and it winds up making a mess. Trust me, the dielectric grease is the best to use.
Especially when you get graphite mixed in with any other grease that's there and oils. Yeah.
Yes, the green works. I have a whole box of this. A 98% naturally derived glass and surface cleaner. Works on pretty much everything. It's made by Clorox, and it works on everything.
This coin is currently at 47 minutes, and it's 98% done. It's just got a few passes left, and it'll be finished. So you can start giveaways whenever you want, I guess. And I just saw a comment, and I was thinking about it. Yeah, I'll give away the coin too.
Yeah, and there's a good point too. My fire blankets are also good to have, as long as you don't lift them up after a couple seconds. It only cost me about $300 to repair the damage for my first CO2 fire. I am going to go and set up what you just said.
Giveaways.
Yeah, giveaway tool. Okay, Saturday Night Live. And what would you like the comments to be? What you want to do yours first?
Whatever you want.
Who's interested in PMags? So if you type, what is it? Hashtag or pound? What is it?
Well, the kids say hashtag.
Okay, it's pound PMag to enter the contest. Hashtag PMAG if you're interested in a PMag for an AR. So type that in the comments, and there we go. People are starting to type it. Good. And then after Patrick's is done, we will have people were interested in that welcome sign, so we'll do that one too. Just remember, hang around after until the end of the drawing, so we can tell you what to do, how to get it. Have you heard of problems people were having with Lightburn's newest update? No, their newest update fixed the problem that people were having. I've never had problems with the updates, and I guess I could quote if I could remember what Jason said, but 99% of the problem, 99.5% of the problems that people have with Lightburn are user error, and I find that to be true. Uh-oh, big bug got in there.
Yep. Sounds like you have an invasion going on.
Yeah, it's one big bug.
Hashtag PMag.
LaserMATIC says you should only use white lithium grease. No, dielectric grease is fine. I've already had this argument with some of the people. I've been using this dielectric grease for a long time, and it works better than anything else. No, we're not giving away the coin. We're giving away 2 PMags and the welcome sign.
Oh, we can give away the coin. It'll be, if you do hashtag PMAG, you'll be entered for a coin too.
Yeah, Geo brings up a good point. If Lightburn is not recognizing your laser, make sure you don't have any other CNCs connected, like a slicer for 3D printing, or open, or a 3D printer that's actually connected, CNC router, things like that. So they're all CNCs, but make sure that you only have one connected if you're having problems.
We're done.
All right. Let's see it.
Well, and get to the right view. That's fresh off the laser. Now let me clean it up. I'm just cleaning it with a brush.
A brass brush?
Yep. Some brass brush.
Jack says he uses all that stuff. He uses it on all of his stuff, whatever. I think he's talking about the lithium. All right, there's the PMags coming in. I'm just getting down to the bottom of the comments here. I think we did pretty good with the comments tonight. I tried to get as many as I could. In fact, let me jump over here for a minute. We've got 82 entries so far in the PMags.
Just a little bit of elbow grease. And then if your settings are dialed in, you come up with this result just from a brass brush.
Try again, John. That didn't work yet. Press the shift key. That looks great. Oh, yours is deeper than mine. So ultimately, how deep do you think that engrave is? Looks like about 2 millimeters almost.
I'd say that's probably about 1 millimeter. Yeah, just the brass brush is all you need to get it, looking that good. I mean, you can polish it or do whatever afterwards, but my goal with my settings is to get it to be almost showroom ready with minimal effort.
Oh, I forgot to mention that we're also doing the sign, the welcome sign. Let me get it. So if you're interested in this acrylic welcome sign, it's a stainless steel look acrylic with a black engraving. It says welcome. It's about the size of my head. Maybe a little bigger. If you're interested in this, it is hashtag welcome. So I see people are figured that one out already, because we have 21 entries for that.
So you can see there's still some dark left around the edges, and then in like the fur lines on his body and the mustache and the ears. If you do a cleaning pass, you can get rid of some of that. That's why I like to use the brush, because it leaves little character, a little bit of black mark and a little bit of black in there without having to use the brass black.
Right.
But it's all personal preference. You could do whatever you want. It just depends on how much effort you want to put in. Dang it. How much effort you want to put into it.
Look what Jerry typed.
Don't need it. Anyway. Yeah, I think he turned out really good.
No gnomes. Oh, right. Don't need it. Still want it.
That's funny.
Okay. I like that one. That's funny.
Don't need it. Still want it.
What do you agree? I am fairly new. It's the linear rails. So the metal rails that the laser travels on, if you have them.
For those that join late, this is what you're entering to win. One of these 2 PMags. or the coin. We'll do the 2 PMags first and then the coin last. How's that?
Okay, so warped, it says the kitty carbon dioxide extinguisher starts at $250. Yes, they're very expensive. But if you do have a fire, it'll probably save you over $1,000. So it's good insurance.
Yeah, cheap insurance, relatively speaking.
Michael says, I and a few others, moderators on other boards, like you said, 95 to 99% of all issues with Lightburn is user error. Yeah. I can't tell you how many people that have asked me for remote assistance, and I've given it to them and logged into their computer and had their computer connected in like 30 seconds. So V says, that's awesome, Patrick. And that is after I've told them what to do explicitly, step by step by step. And for some reason, I can do it and they couldn't.
Thank you for the compliments, everyone.
What are we at? We're at 1 hour and 40. Oh, we're over. We're late by 15 minutes. Okay, so here we go. We're going to Pawpaw's Workshop. Wow. People need to read instructions. Thanks, Pawpaw.
That's unheard of. Unheard of.
You know, I'm just thinking I haven't seen video recommendations. I hope you're still making video. I need to go check my notifications because I am subscribed, but I haven't seen any. I'm going to check and see, Pawpaw, if you're still making videos. I hope so. All right, let's see. No. So you still need to do that cleanup afterward. Steve is asking, do you need to use the brush or can you use another cleaning pass?
Yeah, it's possible, but I mean, some people don't use a brush at all. They just throw it into a wet tumbler or something like that.
Yeah.
Or take it straight to the Dremel tool and the polishing wheel.
Matthew says, I was watching a video of yours yesterday. You were saying to use a brand name Purity for cleaning lenses. I was going to get some, but I wasn't sure the exact stuff. The name of it is Purity Lens Cleaner. You can use either 99% IPA, nothing lower. Don't use 94, 91 or anything else. 99% isopropyl alcohol to clean lenses and a microfiber cloth. If you have a recessed lens, go ahead and wrap this around the Q-tip. Don't just use the Q-tip. Wrap the microfiber cloth around the Q-tip, stick it in the hole, turn the laser module, not the Q-tip. And that's all you need. Purity Lens Cleaner is on Amazon and 99% IPA. You're likely not going to have that in your house. That's also on Amazon or at Walgreens or CVS or whatever. Okay, so I am going to... Here we go. I'm going to go over to the giveaway tool. We've got 90 entries for the PMags. We've got 84 for the welcome sign. So let's just call last call for hashtag welcome to get this welcome sign that you can hang in your barn or your in front of your house or on your front door, wherever you want. This is scratch acrylic. And you might want to mount it on something. It's only 1.3 millimeters thick, but it's not floppy. And Patrick is giving away 2 PMags. So I'm going to share my screen and get started. You guys ready?
Yep.
Okay, so
I think they're ready.
Well, it doesn't tell me which one. Okay, yes, it does. So first thing we're going to do is the PMags. You ready? I have to come back, make sure I got it. Yep. Okay. Patrick, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, here we go. First PMag. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, very good. SF. Oh, Luis Lopez. Sorry. Luis Lopez is the winner.
I think it faked everybody out.
It faked everybody out. Yeah, because it looked like it was stopped. So Luis Lopez, send an email to sales@lightsource.pro, and that's .pro, sales@lightsource.pro. He'll see your name, Luis Lopez. Just send him your mailing address and claim your prize in the comments right now so that we know that you're here. And you ready for the second draw, Patrick?
Yep.
You got that written down?
Yep, got it.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Todd B. Congratulations, Todd. Lewis and Todd are our winners tonight. Send an email to sales@lightsource.pro.
Do one more for the coin. I'll give it away too.
Okay, so we're going to do one more, and it's going to be for that coin. Garfield coin. 3, 2, 1, go. Wendy Phillips.
Wendy.
It's a Wendy. Congratulations, Wendy. All right, so we are finished with that. So I am going to come back here. And the next thing that we're going to do is my scratch acrylic welcome sign that you can put in your barn or your house or whatever. And let's see, present. And it's going to be this one. Can you see that, Patrick?
I can see it, and I'm ready.
Okay, we have 95 entries. Good luck to everybody. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Tennessee wood signs. It almost fakes out again.
And that looks like it fits, though. Tennessee wood signs. All right. Congratulations to Tennessee wood signs. So for me, you're going to send an email to the lahobbyguy@gmail.com. And I'm going to take out my sticky notes pad, courtesy of Chicago Bob. Tennessee wood signs. Thank you, Bob. Coming and getting some good use now. Send an email to the lahobbyguy@gmail.com and send me your mailing address in Tennessee. And that's it. We still have 200 people watching. Wow.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Congratulations to the winners.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Okay. I don't know what this is. Coin? No, we just did it under the PMAG one. An Eddie from Iron Maiden coin. All right, so let me see if there are any more questions before I move on. Oh, we're already done with that. Can the brass coins be done on the LaserMATIC? No, the brass coins were done on the fiber.
Yep, fiber laser. Well, hopefully everybody learned something.
Do you have an ultrasonic cleaner?
I do.
I think my wife has one. Is that a jewelry cleaner?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. My wife has one of those.
It's also good for pew parts and brass coins and other things.
I never thought about that. All right. So metal guitar picks all day long, engraved. That sounds cool. Yeah, that sounds very cool. I don't know where you get the metal guitar pick. I've never seen a metal guitar pick, come to think of it.
Yep. I've got a couple. I've engraved one or two.
Oh, I thought they were all wood and plastic. That's cool. SFW says he wants the coin, not the PMAG. Did he win?
Yeah.
Okay, so make a note of that. He wants the coin, not the PMAG. Well, no, because we had a drawing for the coin already. So you won the PMAG. Yeah. Yeah, got to stick to the...
Yep, we did 2 PMAGs in the coin. Hey, here's a cool story. Went to a concert last year, saw Five Finger Death Punch, and shoot, why am I drawing a blank on the name of the band? Anyway, Dave Mustaine, who's the lead singer, he was throwing out guitar picks, and I caught one of his picks. So
Cool.
I got that, and I got a pick from I think it was Zoltan or Five Finger Death Punch throughout. So I ended up with 2 guitar picks that night.
Cool. I've seen YouTube
yes,
videos.
Megadeth. Thank you.
Yeah, I've seen YouTube videos where people make not only the pick but a case for it and everything. Opinions on the X-Tool fire set? No idea what it is. I mean, I've seen it. I know it's very expensive, but I don't know specifically what it is. All right, so here we go. Still have 174 people here, but we got to go because it is what is it? 10:30.
10:30.
We're coming up. Yeah, we're coming up on 2 hours. I think it's been a great stream. Thank you, Patrick. Appreciate you being here. Thank you all. Thank you all. More important. Thank you all for being here. And we will see you again in 2 weeks with more and better projects. And who knows, there might even be a pop-up next week. So keep your eyes out. If you haven't subscribed, do that now. Set your bell notification and you'll see when we have those pop-ups. So in the meanwhile, thank you everyone so much for joining us on this Saturday night. Thank you, Patrick, for joining me. And we will see you in 2 weeks, maybe sooner.